compendium on the procedural rules that must be followed in the conduct of election-related disputes. Jurisprudence on principles and edicts established in Ghana's unique common law, and all relevant statutes that guide the process of elections. This compendium is referred to as the Elections Manual. Second, the Elections Management Committee and the Judicial Training Institute carry the responsibility of conducting orientation and in-depth training for all magistrates and judges across the country to ensure adequate preparation for adjudication of election-related disputes. Third, through the Rules of Court Committee set up pursuant to Article 157 of the 1992 Constitution, the rules used by all levels of court are regularly reviewed for the incorporation and amendment of provisions that will enhance more efficient resolution of electoral disputes. Fourth, the doors of the judiciary are thrown open for consultation with all stakeholders in the conduct of peaceful elections, and their views are given critical consideration and factored into the development of each edition of the Elections Manual, the orientation and training of magistrates and judges, and the review of the rules of court. By the grace of God, stakeholders have used judicial systems countrywide to settle electoral disputes, including 2 presidential election disputes, signifying the cohesion of the nation around the work of the justice sector. In the past 2 years, the judiciary and judicial service have meticulously gone through the 4-tiered approach to preparation for elections, and the 5th edition of the Elections Manual has been enhanced into a 3-volume guide to give it even broader content and make it more user-friendly. This 3-volume election manual was successfully launched and distributed to stakeholders present on 31st October 2024. This afternoon, there are many copies available here. I stand here to assure all stakeholders, including the international community, that the judiciary is extremely alert to the high stakes for national cohesion and stability invoked by competitive elections. We are therefore guided by every principle of national interest to give high priority to the resolution of disputes that can affect the stability of the democratic process. We note that by operation of law, conventions of diplomacy, and social adherence, the signatories of the Presidential Elections Peace Pact 2024 have not only expressed their leadership commitment to the peace and stability of Ghana, but have given a binding and irrevocable undertaking that becomes the standard for national collaboration around their efforts to win the mandate of the electorate in this year's election. The judiciary of Ghana is grateful for the gallant certification contained in the Presidential Elections Peace Pact 2024. I wish to assure all political parties that to the best of the ability of the justice sector and within the requisite constitutional directions, substantive rules on any electoral offense or dispute, the rules of court, and the laws of evidence, the Judiciary and Judicial Service of Ghana will administer all processes of dispute management with efficiency and effectiveness and discharge our constitutional obligation to the good people of Ghana. Through these assurances, we express our utmost accountability to the national peace effort. Thank you very much.
Before we proceed to the highlight of the day, I would like to acknowledge the High Commissioner of Canada in Ghana. Thank you very much. All right, so now this is how we will proceed. I'm going to be calling on the presidential candidates to come up to sign the pact. I will proceed with the two. Oh, please be patient, sir. I had very good news for you. Sir, be patient. I had news for you. Because the two candidates have already spoken, they will come and sign. After which I will call the other candidates. When they come in, they speak and then give their commitment before signing. They will speak. You will have a chance to speak.
You speak and you sign. You speak and you sign. So,
yes.
they will speak.
This is the order of proceedings. I will first call the presidential candidates who have spoken. They will come and sign without speaking again. Then we will call the other presidential candidates to come speak and then sign. That was the program. Yes. All right. So we proceed. I would first like to invite the Chief Justice to come help us administer the signing of the peace pact. She has to go down.
She sits there. Okay. Okay, so let's go by what you have here.
All right.
And it's 2 minutes each, yeah?
Okay.
So you call them like this. And then so let them
All right.
understand that they were going to sign and speak, but now they're going to speak before they sign.
Okay.
So they would each, because of the line,
we give
they
them
would each
2
have
Okay.
2 minutes.
We can take the mic to them.
All right. I have been prevailed upon to agree to your suggestion to speak first before everybody comes to sign. All right. On that note, if you look at our program on page 12, you see all the candidates there. I'm going to be asking for you to come up to speak in the order that you have been presented. So I would like to start with Dr. Daniel Augustus Latte Jr. of the Great Consolidated Popular Party, GCPP. In the interest of time, please be brief in your statement.
2 minutes. Well, did you give them time? 2 minutes.
2 minutes. 2 minutes, sir.
Good afternoon. His Excellency, Vice President Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia, the flag bearer for the NPP, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, former President of Ghana, and the flag bearer and the presidential candidate for the NDC. All protocols observed. You are looking at the to-be President of Ghana. And I'm here to tell you, I'll do a good job. And a better job at that. Because you're all going to be domesticated when you leave here. I want to hear your voices. This country is ours. We love it. We want peace. I give regard to the IGP. I give regard also to the Electoral Commissioner. We're all here to make Ghana a better place, a lively place, and a happy place. Let's build this country. Let's be domesticated. And I repeat it, you are all domesticated today. You are looking at your new man. This country is going to change. I thank you so much.
No, do it this way. Since he has signed, we can have a signature. Then go there to sign part. And then.
So, are you certain for signing?
Let him come inside. Call him. Let me come inside.
Next to speak is Mr. Hassan Abdullahi Ayariga, All People's Congress.
You stop me, I will stop. Good evening to everyone. I think I have less than 2 minutes. If I want to introduce the high table, I won't be able to speak. So let me stand on the existing protocol to say all protocol observed. First of all, we are supposed to be 13 of us, and today we are 12. One of us is gone. So soon we have forgotten about that candidate. It happens to be a 1 week ceremony. So if we could all observe 1 minute silent, just honor Madame Ekuya Danko. Please, 1 minute silent. Thank you. We are here to talk about peace. And to be very honest, if there's no equity, there's no sincerity, there's no fairness, there can be peace. There's no justice, there can be peace. So if we are here to talk about peace, and we behave in a certain way, then you can imagine the kind of signal we are sending out there. And that is why I was not happy with the presentation. But the sincerity of the matter is that I come from Boku. My father is a Kusasi. My mother is a Mamprusi. For the past 3 years, Boku has been in war. Till date, as I speak to you, the shooting all over. My father and mother fighting. And we have ignored that. We are here talking about peace. I wish we had a forum like this to and help resolve the issue of Boku's challenges. I don't know whether I'll be able to vote, because where I come from, every day is gunshot. I've not been to Boku for the past 3 months, and I want to go and vote. I want to go and vote, and I cannot. Matter. It will help us achieve peace before, during, and after the election. If you look at the table, the high table, the 3 major political leaders contesting, former President Mahama, current Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, Hassan Ayarga, we are all Northerners. I'm coming to the main problem. There is a problem. Please, my time is, don't worry about my time. You see, Northerners, as our brothers and sisters, are always being purported to be the violent people in this country. And as a matter of fact, if you see another Northerner crying, then he's been beaten by another Northerner and nobody else. And they have been used to form some kind of vigilante groups. This is a test for us as people from the North. Are we going to demonstrate, the 3 leaders, our members, are we going to demonstrate a level of tolerance, level of acceptance, that we have ideas than fighting one another? Or are we going to show the world that we are more violent than any other thing? So our party members should sit up that this year we have to demonstrate to the world that the Northern brothers are together and united no matter what. And we cannot be seen as tags for any political party. We cannot be seen as troublemakers in this country. We cannot be seen as people who do not understand peace. And we must demonstrate peace before, during, and after this election. And I must admit, IGP is doing a lot of work, and we must all help. To the media, if you allow me, I'll finish quickly. To the media, I'll finish in 1 minute. To the media,
2 minutes. You've already used
to the police, to the Electoral Commission, we need a credible election. We need a free and fair election. We need support. We do not want anybody to be partisan in this election. When you are posted at the polling station, be fair to every Ghanaian, no matter which party he belongs to or comes from. And to the media, try as much as possible. Misinformation and disinformation is costing our country a lot. And we must all have a role in making sure that this country is peaceful before, during, and after the election. Ghana will win and we will have a peaceful country. I thank you.
Thank you very much. All right. So after making your remarks, you quickly go and sign. We have right now at the table His Excellency, former President John Dramani Mahama signing the pact. He is traveling and needs to get going. Dr. Hassan Ayaraga is also signing now. I would like to invite His Excellency, Dr. Bawumia, to also make himself available for signing, please. You are next. Okay. Next to sign will be Daniel Augustus Latte Jr.
It has worked.
So she needs to stick to. So someone is trying to stick to but is it according to this? Is that has been so this is 3. And then 4 would be this way. No, it goes like this. Yes, so from what? So as we arrange now, because the 2 important things have happened already.
Please come up, Madam.
Hello. Good evening, everyone. My name is Eleanor Efe Apia, the Vice Presidential candidate for Reverend Christian Kobina Andrews. I'm here to represent him. Our country, Ghana, has been with peace for so many years. We have been on elections several times. And when we talk of Ghana, our country is jealous for peace in our outside countries. We have done it before. And I will urge each and every Ghanaian to let us do it one more time. Together we stand, divided we fall. The Ghana Union movement, we stand for peace. We call for peace, and may peace prevail And in the end, may Ghana win. Thank you very much. My name, Eleanor Efe Apia. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. Yes. His Excellency Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia would like to take his leave. Unfortunately, he has other engagements and has to leave, so we'll have to allow him to go ahead. Thank you, sir, for coming and for signing the pact.
So this lady who spoke, is she signing? Where is she?
She has to.
Yes, she can sign for.
Yes, Madam. Madam has signed.
The lady who spoke. Yeah, she's coming.
Okay.
Was she representing Christian Kwabena?
Yes.
To who?
Christian Kwabena Andrews.
Is that it?
Yes.
So she has to sign for.
Next on the list is Mr. Kofi Akpalu of the Liberal Party of Ghana. Sir, 2 minutes, please. 2 minutes, please, sir.
Good evening. This is Kofi Akpalu, the next president of Ghana. I stand on the existing protocol. This election, we are all calling for peace. There can never be peace in this country when we keep on doing what we are doing, promoting duopoly. We have to promote multi-party democracy, not duopoly or whatever you guys are doing, because it will never bring peace. The media is doing it. The Peace Council is also doing it. So how are we going to have a multi-party democracy when you discriminate in the full glare of the public? This is not right, what you did. There will be peace when we all go out and vote for Kofi Akpalu and forget about MPP and NDC. Because when you vote for any of them, it will not bring peace. The only person that when you cast your vote on, that will bring peace is Kofi Akpalu. God bless you all.
Thank you. Next on the list is Alhaji Mohammed Frimpong of the National Democratic Party.
Okay. 4 minutes. Okay.
Beloved compatriots, excellencies, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocol duly observed. My name is Alhaji Mohammed Frimpong, the presidential candidate for National Democratic Party, thus the people's leader. We in Ghana must appreciate our relative peace and security. Because out there in the global arena, there are a lot of blazing fires. And we are fortunate to have here His Excellency, Dr. Ibn Chambers. I think he will agree with me that they now even have a fatigue of dousing those fires. And interventions are also very difficult to come by. What I must say is that we as presidential candidates, as a matter of fact, must go to the people who are the wielders of sovereignty and power of the nation. The people don't owe us anything except that we go to them and request and canvass for the mandate that we are seeking. It is when we do that, that at least we don't risk the lives, or better still, put the lives of our electorate in danger. They must not be on tenterhooks because we are going to them to seek their power. That is very important. Going forward, we must understand that apart from the leadership and participatory, the inclusive and participatory leadership that NDP is advocating, if that does not work, every electoral cycle will be attention. That is why that there must be what we call wheels of democracy, making sure that we give power to our people at the unit level and in our communities, so they exercise their power, and in an election we go to them and seek their mandate. In that way, we will not be twisting their arms and taking their mandate. It is when political parties go, twisting the arms of the electorate to seek power, that is what is creating the tension. Definitely, NDP committed to peace, and we would want to seek enduring peace for the nation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. I would like to acknowledge the president of GJA. All right, thank you. Next to come up to give her remarks is Nana Akosua from Poma Sapon Kumankuma, Convention People's Party.
Thank you very much for the opportunity. This is clearly, in 2012, I was part of the people that signed the Peace Pact. I'm here in 2024, and I just want to reiterate what I said years back. The Ghanaian is peaceful. The Ghanaian youth is peaceful. The Ghanaian woman is peaceful. All of us are a very peaceful nation, and we are very proud of that. What I have seen today, for me, is just to reiterate the fact that the Ghanaian, though being peaceful, multi-party democracy is about election, and by extension, what it means is that there is going to be people wanting to do whatever they have to do to win power. What is necessary is the institutions that have been put in place to ensure that there's fairness and there's justice. When that is eroded, no amount of peace pact will make any difference. What happened here today, I'm sorry to say, is not acceptable. Currently, I'm standing here talking on the ticket of Osajifo Dr. Kwame Nkrumah, the first president of this country, who has made it possible for all of us as the Convention People's Party, who has made it possible for us to become a sovereign state, to be able to be signing peace pact because we have fought for independence and moving forward. And for that reason, it is very important that when we do anything in a multi-party democracy, it must be deepened. And for that reason, we should not be so biased and obviously biased to the point where people must agitate. It is the agitation that does not bring peace. So on this note, let me tell the peace, the police officers, the security officers, and everybody that's going to be part of this elections going forward. We, the candidates and the political parties, we would wish that you cheat for us. Would wish that you do what you have to do for us. Would wish that you put us as number one and ignore others. Do what you know is right. Do what you know is right, so that there'll be justice. And when there's justice and fairness, all of us will embrace the results of this election. Thank you.
Thank you, Madam. I would like to acknowledge the president of the Ghana Bar Association. Thank you for being here. Next, to give his remarks is Mr. Kofi Kranten, independent candidate.
Peace I bring you were the words of the Savior Jesus Christ. We're talking about peace here today. And that is a great thing we look at. We, the Youth New Vision Movement and the team of Kofi Kranten embrace peace. However, we believe that peace can not only be considered in terms of outside motivation, but internal peace is the driving force. So we cannot talk about peace when people sleep outside. We cannot talk about peace when people are hungry. We cannot talk about peace when thousands of our youths complete school, cannot get jobs, and walk the street aimlessly. We cannot talk about peace when citizens cannot wake up each morning not looking up to anything. Going into this election, we always have it in our heart that we become leaders to lead people. And for that matter, if you become a leader and everybody dies, who calls you a leader? Who would you serve? And so, as we seek to get power to lead this country, we must bear it in mind that our words, our thoughts, and our deeds actually spell out what we're looking out for. We cannot do things the same way and expect, different results. Let's embrace peace. And this peace is what New Vision Movement and the team of Kofi Kranten speaks to Ghanaians. That let's do what is expected of us as Ghanaians and embrace this peace, do everything that in support of peace. We stand for peace, and at the end of the day, Ghana will win, and all of us will be happy. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Next is Mr. George Chumbarima Edu, independent candidate.
I'll stand on all the existing protocols for time's sake. My name is George Chum. I stand on all the existing protocols. My name is George Chum Berima Edu. I also thank the organizers of this event, the Peace Council and IDEC. And I'm here because I believe that as a country, indeed, we must have peace. This is the only country which we have, and there is no other country we can go to when we spoil or destroy our country. Also, I want to urge all Ghanaians to support the efforts of the Electoral Commission and the Ghana Police and all the security agencies in the work they are doing to ensure that now till election day, we shall all act peacefully and act well. And on election day also, we shall obey all the rules of the elections and go and vote peacefully. And after that, go to our homes as the results are coming in. And it is my belief that to the glory of God, we shall all be guided in the way we want to vote, and the outcome shall bring glory to God, and Ghana shall be the winner and the ultimate winner. I thank you all again, and may God bless our homeland, Ghana.
Thank you, sir. Next is Mr. Nana Kwame Bediako, independent candidate.
Thank you. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, all protocols observed. I am Charles Yemakwe, the Chief Administrator of Nana Kwame Bediako. Elections are not just about choosing leaders. They are about safeguarding the foundation of our democracy and the unity of our nation. As representatives of our various political parties, we bear the responsibility to uphold peace, integrity, and the will of the people above all else. Let us remember that Ghana's greatness lies in our unity, not our divisions, in our shared values, not our differences. To our fellow politicians and supporters, let us commit to an honest process, free of violence, free of intimidation, and free of deceit. Let us debate ideas and policies, but never forget that our shared goal is the progress of Ghana. To the people of Ghana, we urge you to exercise your democratic rights with courage and conviction, knowing that your voice and your votes matter. Choose peace over conflicts, dialogue over confrontation, and truth over falsehood. Always choose Ghana first. Let us leave a legacy for the next generation, not of discord, but of unity, not of corruption, but of honor, and not of fear, but of hope. Together, let us reaffirm the spirit of Ghana, the Black Star of Africa. May peace guide our actions, honesty shape our journey, and may democracy prevail in its truest form. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Last on the list, but not least, is Mr. Alan John Kojo Trematin, independent candidate.
I would observe the protocol, but please.
Yes, don't
no,
take
I think
your own time.
No, you're putting it too much pressure on other candidates, and I think it's been unfair. If somebody comes to speak,
Please speak here. Speak here. We don't have time.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Dr. Akwete. Obviously, I'm not Honorable Alan Chematin. I am Nana Ohininto, Senior Advisor to Honorable Alan John Kojo Chematin, who is the independent candidate moving by the Movement for Change and the Alliance for Revolutionary Change.
I want to thank the organizers, the Peace Council, and all the stakeholders for this very important convocation. The issue is peace, specifically related on this occasion, to 2024 December 7 elections, before, during, and after. I've had to represent Honorable Alan Chamating on one or two platforms relating to the subject of peace, and I have his mandate and total commitment to communicate to you his unequivocal and unconditional commitment to peace during, before, during, and after the election. Those who know Honorable Alan Chamating in Ghana politics would attest that any time the occasion had demanded that he make sacrifices in the supreme interest of his former party, the NPP, or the nation, he has always done so. So his message to us here is that commitment to peace is not a matter of signing a piece of paper, which is good, but commitment to peace ought to be demonstrated in the things, not just what we say, but what we do. Obviously, the record is there that this is about the fourth time we are signing a peace treaty in the Fourth Republic connected to elections. But we cannot forget some of the incidents that have already been relayed to us relating to violence and a breach of the peace. In that connection, Alan wants to state that we are all responsible for our peace, but there are specific individuals and agencies that bear greater responsibility, and we don't have to overlook that. First is the government. Second is the security services. Third, the Electoral Commission. And fourth, the media, of course, all of us. Alan would want us to plead with the state agencies, and I've mentioned some of them, that during the election in particular and on election day, the IGP and the Security Task Force have outlined the security protocols. But we have seen protocols like this outlined, announced, but government agencies, government representatives on election day will seek to subvert and to undermine those protocols. Peace, of course, is predicated on justice and fairness. Alan is committed to peace, but we call on the key stakeholders, the frontline stakeholders, to also, according to the assurance that we have received from the IGP, to perform their roles and functions to the satisfaction of all, not to the advantage of the state incumbent party, as sometimes happens. To that extent, I want to reiterate Honorable Alan John Kojo Chamating and his movement for change and the Alliance for Revolutionary Change are absolutely and totally committed to the peace of our nation before, during, and after this election. I thank you.
Thank you, sir. And so we've come to the end of the signing of the Presidential Elections Peace Pact 2024, with the last signature going on there. The witnesses, okay. The witnesses, IGP Dampare, if you would please present yourself to witness the signing. I don't see. Next witness is the Executive Director of IDEC, Dr. Emmanuel O. Akwete. And the last witness is Chairman of the National Peace Council, Reverend Dr. Ernest Edu Jemfi. Okay. Finally, Madam Chief Justice, thank you so much. Please, let's clap. We are most grateful to all the presidential candidates and their representatives who have signed the pact, and also to the witnesses who have made this possible. We are very grateful for this opportunity to be here today to witness this great event. Thank you all so very much. In the interest... Yes, I have an announcement. Those present